So that's pretty exciting, right? Yay, welcome everyone. Thanks for being here. Now again, I'm going to say it like I always do. For those of you who are watching it live, please put in the comments #live. And those that are hearing it as a replay, press #replay so I know that you got to see this material. Okay, great. Well, today's Friday. It's always good when it's a Friday, and hopefully y'all are all able to attend, even though it's a Friday night. It's a little early. Personally, when I go out, I don't go out till at least 10 o'clock, usually 10. Around 10 is when I leave the house to go out and play. I don't know how some of you are, but that's how I usually do it. In fact, I still good. So who knows? Maybe I'll go dancing tonight. I think I might do that tomorrow instead. Anyways, I hope y'all have been doing well. Hopefully y'all have been doing the assignments. Let me go over here. I really decided I do need 4 monitors. I really do. It's really what I do. So yesterday we were talking about committing to your love life, right? Looking at what's holding you back. We kind of looked at that. Looked at other areas of life where maybe you haven't followed through. What are you going to stop doing and what are you going to start doing to commit to having the love life you want, to having the relationship that you want, with that like-hearted partner. So hope you're doing that homework, and if you have, go ahead and post it in there so it can help you. That's what this week's all about, is you get me to help you this week for free. So take advantage of this opportunity. That's what I would say. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get started, I guess, on the next day, on day 5's content. So let's go ahead. Let me see. I'm hoping everybody can hear me. I just realized I should probably check that. Let me just check that really quick. Make sure all is well here. So you're going live. All right. People are following your live video. Here it is. This is now live. Let me just make sure you can see me. No, that did not work. Oh, there it goes. Okay, day 4. I see day 4. Day 3. Oh my goodness. Sometimes it's funny, when you see that this is going live, but you're like, where is it? Like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Day 5. I don't know how it decides to sort these things. It's happening now. The event's happening now, but where's the event? Oh well, I hope it's there. Okay, let me go on here. Maybe I can see it on my phone. I don't see it on my desktop. Let's take a quick look. If we can see what's going on. See, it's not giving me notification. So I don't know if anybody knows it's happening. Oh, somebody's here. Hello, whoever you are, just go ahead and say hello so I know that you can hear me. That's what I was trying to do, it as a check real quick to make sure you could hear me. Can y'all hear me okay? Just put, yes, I can hear you, or something. Or yes, I hear you. Just yes. I know that you can hear. Okay. So, yeah, it's not coming up and it's not coming up. Anyways. Okay, well, let's go and get started. Whoever's out there, if y'all could say hello or just say yes, that you can hear me, that would be awesome. I would love that. That would really help me out a lot. Make sure I'm in the right place. Nope. Too fast. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me see if I can get this right this time. Last time, I wasn't able to do it quite correctly. A couple of tries. I think I would have done it. Figured this out, right, on this. So we're going to go and share my screen. And whoever's there, I'd love you to say hello. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. Here we go. And oops, it moves around. There it goes. Screen 3. Okay, here we go. Okay, that looks good. So now we're going to go ahead and start the slideshow. Okay, great. So again, welcome to day 5 of the 5 days to a magnetic online dating profile challenge, just for spiritual single men and women. Okay, just decided to go on this one again. I haven't figured out how it does that. Challenge goals. Okay, so hopefully y'all have been doing the assignments. So you've been able to uncover your uniqueness, to highlight your inner mojo, discover the qualities you want in your like-hearted match, you want to have your like-hearted match to have, and create a plan to update your profile with captivating text and photos. And then you've created a plan so that you can move forward. And that's what hopefully you've been actually implementing your plan, doing the assignments, having you start thinking about committing to actually fulfilling on the plan. So this is just for your online dating profile, right? But actually committing maybe to your whole love life as well. And then today, so we did that yesterday, and now we're going to be talking about the mindset for attracting love. And again, this whole thing is all about building a profile that will connect you with your like-hearted match. Okay? So here's the challenge topics. Some yellow, did I? Day 5, we're on day 5, unstoppable dating, mindset hacks. Now remember, even though this is the last day of the challenge officially, because it's 5 days, well, we're actually going to have 4 bonus days starting tomorrow through Tuesday. Okay. And another thing I wanted to make sure y'all understood is this content will be available through this Wednesday. That means you can go back and listen to any of the videos, okay, and get the coaching. You can still, even if you're listening to this, you can still make comments, post your homework, and do all of this through Wednesday. And then after Wednesday, all the content's coming down. Okay, so this is an opportunity, like I said, for you to get coaching from me during this next week. Really, you have less than a week, okay? But you have the weekend, so you have time to do this, okay? And I didn't put that in here, I guess, but on Sunday, let's do that real quick. I should have put that in there. I didn't think about it, but I'll do it at the very end. I'll put it in at the end. But Sunday, I'm going to be picking. Looks like I'm just going to pick maybe 1 or 2 people to be able to do their, because they're the people that have been doing the actual assignments. So we're going to have on Sunday evening, I'm going to be looking through their online dating profile. Hopefully they've been updating it. They've been doing the homework. So they've been updating their online dating profile, and they're ready for me to come look it over and see how it's doing. Okay. So I'm excited about that, to be able to help someone with their profile. Hopefully they've been doing the work and applying what I've been teaching this week. Then also I'll be looking it over to give you feedback about how you've been doing it. See if there's anything else you need to maybe just notch it up a little bit, okay? Okay, so in today's session, we're going to reveal some unstoppable dating mindset hacks. So we're going to uncover, some of those things are uncovering your limiting beliefs. So it's all about your mindset a lot of times. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Here. We're going to learn how, I figured out why it does that. We're going to uncover your limiting beliefs, right? And then we're going to learn how to create yourself as a visual anchor. This is very exciting. So how would you like it if you could, oh, hello, good, oh, great. Oh, thank you, Alan. You said you learned some things here. I'm excited to hear that. And whoever else, other person, is good evening as well. I think I know who that is. And wouldn't it be cool if you could like anchor yourself? Like anchoring means like putting in, like someone looks at you, and then when they look at you, every time they look at you, they're like, they think they have happy thoughts and they think of nice things. And when they think of those nice things, they think that you're the one that makes them feel that way. Wouldn't that be cool? Well, that's what we're going to learn today. We're going to learn about how to do that, how to make yourself as a visual anchor. Okay. And then another fun thing is we're going to do is turn down the air. Okay, there. Is we're going to give you a quick date sort hack you can use before you even meet someone that you're interested in dating. Now, what that means is this hack is about, well, maybe I should just wait till later and tell you more. But it's really cool because it's going to save you so much time. You're not going to suffer as much when you meet somebody. You're going to be able to ask this question and know if you should continue dating them or not. Okay, so we'll get into that a little later. So let's go ahead and get started. About today's agenda. So we're going to look at what are your top limiting beliefs to attracting your like-hearted partner. We're going to identify that inner dialogue, the inner chatter, because that's kind of what this is all about. Those limiting beliefs kind of come from the inner dialogue, right? Then we're going to do, I didn't put that in the first one, but we're going to do I'm too sexy exercise. Okay, I'm following along with the homework, by the way. I'm too sexy, so we'll talk about that. Then we're going to do the visual anchoring, which I mentioned. And then again, the quick date sort hacks. So you want to make sure you keep tune in, keep staying on for this exciting episode of the 5-day challenge. Okay, so what are your top limiting beliefs? The limiting beliefs, right, to attracting your like-hearted partner. Now, it's kind of similar to what we did yesterday, a little bit different though. That was like, what are, let's see, what was it? Okay, hold on a second. Let me put this in the right place. Over here. Okay, yesterday we talked about what's been holding you back from committing to finding a like-hearted partner. This is more and similar, but a little different. What are your beliefs about yourself, about the world, about other people, right? So some of them could be something, and I just put a few down here just to kind of get you thinking. Okay, so again, go ahead and go to day 5 of your workbook, assignment 1, and it says, what are your top limiting beliefs to attracting your like-hearted partner? Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. So let's talk about this a little bit. And people, please feel free to, oh, I see what I do. Hit my scroller. So what I want you to do is I want you to follow on with the homework and think about it. What are some things that you say? You probably say it. Probably think it. You say it. They say, oh, I don't know what to do to attract them. Or there are no good women or no good men out there. Or I'm just not attractive enough. Or I'm not rich enough. Or I don't make enough money. Or I don't something. So it's a lot of times is what you say, as well. So, oh, they always break my heart. Or I always get my heart broken. Or something like that. Maybe you're too busy. That could be another one. I'm too busy. Again, it's kind of similar to that one. It definitely is. What's holding you back? And this are similar, right? But this is a little different, another way of looking at why you're not moving forward in your love life, right? So what are any others that you think, any of y'all want to pitch in and say what you think they might be? What some other ones you think of? If you can't think of any right now, I'm going to do an exercise here next to help you with that. So I want to identify your inner dialogue, or another way I like to say is your inner chatter, the chatter in your mind, is always running. And I promise you, it's always running. It's just, what is it saying? Okay, so what I want you to do is, I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to say, when you think about connecting with that woman, connecting with that guy that you really want to date, okay, I want you to close your eyes. Go ahead and close your eyes. You think about connecting with that person you really like. What is the chatter going on in your head? What are you saying to yourself? Oops. What are you saying to yourself? What are you saying? What's that chatter saying? What's that inner dialogue saying? It might even be having a fight. I don't know what it's saying. But that's what they talk about. Meditation is quieting the mind. One thing I say quite a bit to my people that I coach is to stop thinking. It's overrated. Because when I call it thinking, I say thinking is that chatter that's always running in your head. Oh, and the top right is sometimes, oh, okay. I have to look at that one. Top right, there are no good women out there. Okay, yeah. So what you want to do is you want to really look at this and, you gotta open your eyes, but just listen to that chatter. So write that down. That's probably one of your limiting beliefs. That'll be number 1, right? That's what you're going to what you're going to do. Oh, at number 2, sorry. Number 2, what kind of, so when your frame of mind are you in when you are around someone you really like? What's that inner dialogue? So a lot of times, again, when you're around that other person, what's the dialogue going on in your head? Like you see them, they're there in front of you, or you see them even on an online dating app, thinking, oh, that probably person, I mean, you're not even necessarily talking to them, you just see them, you're like, oh, what is that inner dialogue? What's that inner chatter? What is it saying? So that's what I want you to write down there. They're kind of related, the top limiting beliefs, and this is just kind of another way of getting to what are those limiting beliefs. Okay, so go ahead and write those down again. This is an implementation challenge. It's not just us thinking and going, that's interesting. It's actually doing, right? Again, with my coaching, you're going to get someone that's going to have you move forward in your love life by taking action. I always say I want people to discover their dreams or lost dreams or things they've forgotten about, and to move into action to fulfill on those dreams. I want you to fulfill on those dreams, not just have it be a cool hope out there someday, maybe, right? I want you to actually fulfill on this and actually have that in your life, this like-hearted partner in your life, okay? And that relationship that you really always wanted. So what usually keeps you in the way are these things that you say, these limiting beliefs, this chatter that goes on in your head, right? So we must start identifying those. Because a lot of times just distinguishing them is huge. I don't know if I remember, I know I talk about different things all the time and I can't remember when I said what, but this one woman, she was a friend of mine and she was talking about, oh, she's not having luck in dating. I'm like, oh, really? What's going on? She's like, well, this guy just doesn't seem to have enough time for me. He never has enough time for me. I don't know why. And then she goes on to talk about, I am so busy. I am so busy. I just have no time to do anything. And I said, do you realize what you just said? She goes, what do you mean? And I said, you just said you have no time to do anything else, like besides work, because your work's so busy. She's like, oh my God. I said, yeah, you're getting exactly what you want because you're saying I don't have time to do anything but work. All I can do is just work, work, work. I don't have, and so you basically are getting somebody exactly what you're putting out. You're putting out, I'm too busy, so this guy's too busy to date you. He's too busy too. Because you're too busy, he's too busy. It's kind of like who were you that you want to attract that person to you? Are you being the person you want to attract? Have you thought of that? Think about that. You need to become the person that you would want to date. Like you become that. Like if you want to attract a person that's happy and that likes certain things, then probably you would want to be that same way too, right? So you want to be happy. You want to be having fun and the joy that I talked about yesterday, right? So you got to look at that. And if you're saying these negative things, what you got to really get is that what you say and what you think and what you say is what's going to be, you actually create a world with your words. So be careful what you say. Like really, even the kind of positive stuff, you might be going, oh, I want la la la, and then it happens. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. It actually, you are so powerful. You're more powerful than you can even imagine. I think in the Bible it talks about the faith of a mustard seed. You could move mountains. If you have that faith in yourself, and I'm not talking about religious faith, I'm talking about that you believe, a belief. Your belief is strong. You're vibrating that out. It's going to come back to you. Okay? So the first step is identifying these negative chatters so you can go, stop that. Stop that. Like the thing we said stop yesterday. So stop doing those, right? Put that in your list over there. What you're going to stop doing. Again, there's some things you can do. You can say delete, delete, delete. Or you say up until now I'm doing this, right? But now you can identify it. Back before I became transform, awake, however you want to call it, conscious, however you want to say it, of who I was and myself. I used to be always the victim. People would say things and I would be, oh my God, they did this, and I'd be react, and I'd be so upset and so dramatic. It was so horrible. It's disgusting, really. And after I became awake, I noticed it's kind of a muscle. I would start thinking that way. The chatter would go in my head, and then I would start thinking, and I meant this, and the la la la, and then I would react, and they would go, and then of course people were just reacting machines, reacting back to each other, right? But what would happen is I would react, then I would clean it up. I would clean up my mess that I just made. And I would clean it up, and then over time, I would get ready to say it, and then I would stop, and I'd realize, oh my God, there I go again. And over time, I just don't do it anymore. It's that chatter, the inner dialogue goes in our head. That's usually negative, by the way. You want to quiet the mind. That's why you're doing affirmations and meditation. It's really great to quiet the mind, to keep yourself at nothing. So then you can create what you want, the beliefs and the things that you want, the faith and the beliefs that you can have what you want. Okay. So go ahead and write that down and see. And number 2, right? Write the chatter. Okay, anybody want to share any of those chatters that y'all might have seen for yourself? The chatter. What are some of your chatter? What's some of the chatter that goes on here? For me, being, dating coach, sometimes I'll look at other dating coaches and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not as fancy as they are. I should stop that. Delete. Well, I might not be as fancy, but I can still. So it's just these little things that we do, and we got to watch what we say. I'm trying to think of some other cool examples that have happened. Well, I've manifested some incredible things in my life by just my speaking. Just recently, I said I needed some money. I said I need miracle money, and I am going to have miracle money. And I said, I gave the universe I think 7 days to give me miracle money. It gave me I think 9 or 10 days, but I got that money, and it came out of nowhere. It was wonderful. This has happened to me over and over. So you can play a game with yourself and just try it out, but you got to believe. You got to have the faith that can happen. Faith of a mustard, like the faith of a mustard seed. It's little tiny, but it's like itty bitty living space, big, That's from Aladdin. But anyways, really, if you believe it will happen, if you're sure it will happen, as sure as you get your phone, you order something off of Amazon, you're pretty sure it's going to happen. If you could have that kind of faith that whatever you want will happen, it will happen. I know it sounds crazy, but it will. So anyways, let's move on. Anybody want to post some of the chatter that's in there? I think there's also a delay. So I think I talk and then y'all don't hear it maybe 30 seconds, a minute later. I'm not sure. So that's probably why that happens. Okay, well, I'm going to go on, and if I see, I will address it at that time. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the sexy exercise. I'm too sexy. So if you go on day 5 on number 3, when did you feel sexy? Because look at that. So day 5, exercise number 3. When did you feel sexy or confident or extremely happy and enjoy an interaction with someone? Write out what it was like. Okay, so I'm going to kind of take you through this a little bit. So when did you feel sexy? So up at the top, it says, remember a time where you felt really sexy or confident, extremely happy, or in super joy, right? Just remember that time. It could be any time. It doesn't have to be about a relationship. It could be any time that you felt really good. It could have been when you were a child and you got some toy that you just always wanted. Maybe it was a bike. Maybe it was some cool action figure. I don't know. Or some cool Lego set. I don't know. That's what I would be excited about. Or a cool doll. Or a video that you always wanted. Or a video game. I don't know. Or a video system. Maybe it was you got to go, maybe it's having a birthday party and and you just felt so loved, or maybe it was you and your dad went to a football game, or you and your mom were cooking dinner together the first time. I don't know, whatever that is. Maybe it's when you got your first kiss, or maybe it's when you got your 100th kiss. I don't know. Remember that time when you felt sexy, confident, extremely happy with joy. Okay. What was that like? Okay, so what I want you to do now is kind of say, I want you to think of a time. So I want you to think of that time, go into that time. So kind of go ahead and close your eyes, go into that time. What was it like? Remember that feeling. Remember that, okay? Go in there and you're feeling what it feels like. You're smelling the smells. You're tasting any tastes. Maybe you're eating something. Maybe you're kissing somebody, licking their body. They were salty. I don't know. I'm saying. Engage all the senses, right? The touch, the feeling, what you heard, all of it, okay? So what I want you to do now, feel that feeling. You feel how happy you feel right now. How happy, confident, joy you are. I want you to take, usually it's on your hand, that's the easiest one. I don't know if you can see my hand. And then usually you just squish right here, or you can squish anywhere, but just go ahead and push that down, push it down a little bit, kind of, not where it hurts, but kind of almost hurting. And I want you to anchor that to your body right now, that feeling. You're going to anchor that to your body. Okay, so hopefully y'all have done that now. Okay, kind of hold it there, and you can feel the feeling. You just keep holding it there, hold it, anchor it. Then you can let go. And when you're done, I want you to open your eyes, and I want you to write down what that peak event was like for you in your workbook. Okay, so I want you to write that out. What was that like? What was going on? What was that feeling? Okay, so go ahead and do that now. While you're doing that, I'm going to tell you about what you just did with that anchoring, how you can use it. Go ahead and write that down, what that peak event is like. So what's really cool about anchoring, so we got this really fun event, right? Is that you can use this anytime you want, like if you're feeling a little down, or you're getting nervous, or whatever, like the confident part, or the sexy, not feeling sexy part, or you're not feeling so happy or joy, whatever you're not feeling those, you can actually push that down again, and then poof, it'll come back. You'll go, oh, a little bit happier, a little more energy. You can do this for anything. You can do it for energy. You can do it for all kinds of fun stuff. But this, we're trying to doing it for kind of sexy, confident, extremely happy, or enjoy, right? So again, you go ahead and write it down, because it's always good to journal and write it out. There's something about actually writing it out. If you can write it, fine. If you can't, you can type it. If you're going to type, then just read it. Read over it and over it. Like not right now, but later, like at night, before you go to bed or wake up in the morning. Kind of start reading these things and make you feel good, and then just anchor yourself. But what's cool is you can just go poof, poof, just squeeze it, boom, back in that state. Okay, so that state is what we're looking at. Like, how's that? How are you feeling? You anchor that state. Okay. So that's onto sexy exercise. Now, I said sexy, confident, right, or extremely happy, but you can do different ones. Except for sexy, I'm going to go over here. For confidence, I'm going to go over here. For it's happy, I'm going to go over here, or whatever. Or this arm, or this hand, or whatever. You can do all different kinds of ones. Okay, so that's what's kind of exciting. You can do this for anything, like energy. You're feeling tired. You want to feel like whenever you're super energized, it's super jumping around and joy. Anchor it here. And anytime you feel a little tired, you can just push. Poof, that state comes back. Okay. So you use this exercise for many other things. Okay, so hopefully you've written down in your workbook on number 3. Let me go back and look over here at people. Okay, anybody else? Anybody have want to share And some of their the things they wanted to anchor. Maybe a particular event, just like real brief to say, the event was, when my baby brother came and I got to hold him in my arms. Or when you're feeling confident, like I won an award and for creating a robot, or I got an award for cooking the best food, or whatever it is that you did. You felt really confident. Or maybe somebody said to you, gosh, you look so cute today. You felt super sexy. And whatever that was, right? If you want to share that, would be great. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. Okay, so now, kind of what I'm kind of saying here too is how these tie together a little bit. Those limiting beliefs, chatter in your mind, you can replace it with something like this. Remembering something that was great, anchoring it to your body, and you bring it back anytime. That's another little hack. I call it a hack, right? To getting to a positive state. When you're feeling, oh, this is not going to work out, let's not do this. This little anchoring brings you back into a different state, the state that you want to be in, not the negative one. So now, this is kind of fun. You're going to create yourself as a visual anchor, okay? So this is kind of fun. Like, what I mean by is that, like I think I said it earlier, right? When somebody's looking at you, you're gonna do this process, right? To be able to get them to go, wow, when I look at you, I have this positive feeling, like the anchor of when you. That's why I wanted to show you about this other anchor first, so you can see what anchors are all about. Your face will now be the anchor for them. And it'll be a positive one. Okay, now you could do a negative one, but we're trying to do a positive one here, right? Okay, so you like somebody, you're talking with them, you're interacting with them. A way to not only builds great rapport, but it also creates this anchor that when they see your face, they think of positive, happy things. Because you're going to elicit this emotion from them. Okay, and this is how you're going to do it. Okay, so again, when you do this, you will become a positive visual anchor for someone you really like. You're going to ask questions that will elicit a positive emotional state response from the other person. So remember how we just a while ago, I got you in a positive state thinking about something in the past that was really fun and neat. And you anchored it to yourself. This time, when you're the one asking the question, they're looking at you when they're talking, they're going to anchor the positive state to your face. Isn't that cool? Yeah, like I said, when this happens, that positive state will be anchored to your face. And then you will become more interesting, intriguing, and to them, and they will feel more connected to you. Okay. Any questions on that before we get started? Okay. So here's the positive response questions. You can ask them. So first, you can build rapport. You get to know them a little bit as you're talking. You ask them where they go to school, what they do, blah, blah, blah. Build some rapport first before you maybe ask some of these questions. But then you can go right into these and say, what are they passionate about? What are you passionate about? What are you passionate about? Because when they're going to be passionate about something, they're going to be positive. They're going to be excited. Of course, excited. What excites you these days? Like more specifically, like more recently. Passionate might be just like a concept, a thing that they're really passionate about in general. But what excites you these days, like more recently, again, excites. They're going to talk about something they really like, and they get excited, and then they're going to be looking at you when they're getting excited, and it's going to create this connection. Okay. Then you say, tell me about your ideal mate. What would they do? What do they say? How do they make you feel? Like, tell me about this person that you really want to be with. And when you do that, they're going to be anchoring all of this that they're saying to your face. Pretty cool, right? associating that feeling and all that stuff to you. Then, how do you like to play when you are not working? How do you like to play when you are not working? So, play usually is fun. So again, these are just some examples. I'm sure there's tons of different ones you could ask, but these are some good ones you could ask, okay? And what's the homework assignment on this one? Create a visual anchor to yourself. Think of questions you could ask someone you like that would become an anchor for that positive emotion, and write down those questions. So these are 4 of the questions here you could write down. Now there are plenty more. I just came up with, these are just some I came up with. Now I put down here some directions. Be playful, interested, and even add in some sexual innuendos, like I don't know. I can't think of them right now because I'm on the spot, but I guess I could have thought of some more before. But like, how do you like to play? What excites you? That's a little bit of a sexual innuendo. You could say it in a way and look at them in a certain way that has them go, ooh, what kind of play do I like to do? Ooh, kind of what excites me, So that's what I said about that. You might think of some more witty ones than I thought of. Go and write these down. What are you passionate about? What excites you? What do you like to play when you're not working? What do you like to do for play? Tell me about your ideal mate. Okay, just write that down. Those are the 4. Now, again, you can think up some new ones. Maybe you're a little more wittier than I am. I have to think off your feet faster than I can right now. So go and write those down, okay? And then what you're going to do, of course, is you're going to use them, right? So when you are with someone, talking to them, then you're going to ask them these questions, and that will anchor the happy, positive state to your face, okay? And this will happen. Now, I have had clients, I don't know if I've told this story to this group or not, but one of my clients, he took my workshop. The 4th one is really good. Oh, okay, great. Let's see. So you like the 4th one? 1, 2, 3, 4. How you like to play? Okay, cool. I think that's what you meant, right, Alan? So one of my clients, he took my workshop. Between the first and second session of my workshop, the first session is really me teaching you all my stuff, right? Teaching you how to build rapport and connect with people, right? Then I gave them assignments to do. And between the first and second session, they had these assignments. Part of the assignments was how to create connections. And I teach this in my workshops. I teach that in my programs. That if you're wanting to enroll, that's what we'll be doing. Between the first and second session of the workshop, he got a woman not only to come over to him, but he actually, she was so like, because I taught him how to listen and how to ask questions, right? The kind of questions. And it was these types of questions. And what was interesting is she was like, wow, are you in a course or something? He's like, he lied. No, I'm not in a course. What are you talking about? What do you mean? She was a coach, like a personal coach. She wasn't just a regular human, okay? She was herself, she was a coach. She goes, well, I've never met a man that has listened to you as well as me. And so what happened was he asked her out. For the next day, they went on a date. And he had a 6-year dry spell of no sex. He'd been trying very hard, and nothing was happening for him. The next day, he got laid. Now, hey, use this for good or evil. But he, I'm not saying it was evil to have sex. I'm just being silly. But I'm saying you can just how you like. He eventually he just did that workshop, but he ended up coaching with me for 3 months, and he was able to pretty much walk in any place. I do not teach pickup artists things at all. I just teach being genuine and real, right? And he was able to be able to go any place and talk to women, and women would want to talk to him and be interested in him. He was just really just genuine, asking questions. asking these kind of questions, right? So, and learning how to listen. Listening is very important. And I don't know, we're not talking about that right now. But anyways, we'll talk about that if you, I'll teach you how to listen if you do my 3-month program, okay? For sure. Okay, so next, let's do our last thing before we go into the last thing of the day. I forgot to put that on the agenda. Was the quick date sort hack to save yourself a lot of suffering. Ask this one question to see if you should continue to date someone you're interested in. Okay. Oh, I should have made this like a 2 thing. Like it comes out this one, that comes out that one. Okay. And the question is, drum roll, what are some of your fondest childhood memories? What are some of your fondest childhood memories? That's kind of a funny question to ask someone, really? Really, that's the one? Yes, it is. Think about it. Okay. So again, you might want to write this down. This is number 5 of our homework. Oh yeah, it's already in there. Okay. Oh, I just said try this out. Okay. On a few men and women, see what happens. Follow through on the results. So I already gave it to you. No, I didn't realize I did that. I thought I was going to give it to you here. Oops, I should have probably taken that out. But anyways, what are some of your fondest childhood memories? So let's talk about that a little bit more. Here's what you want to look at. You want to see what their response is. That's what I should put, review of response. Okay, so if they go into a shit show about their childhood, if they go on and on and on, oh, that's so cute. I love it. So Alan would be somebody that we'd want to date, right? He's a good candidate. I remember Reader Rabbit games as a little kid. That's awesome. See, that's perfect. That's good. That means you're dateable. It's a good sign. Okay, anyways, if the person goes into a shit show of their childhood, you got to understand that you will be dating a project, not a partner. Also, they don't know how to follow directions. So it'd be really hard to, like, when you're trying to work things out with them, they're going to not follow directions, not going to listen to you. So you need to just run away. Just cut your losses now. Seriously. Like, be strong enough in your boundaries, right? That's what we'll definitely be talking about in my 3-month program, like boundaries. Holding strong to your boundaries. What are your boundaries and holding strong to them? Okay. So again, if they talk about how terrible their childhood was and how awful it was, they're a project, and you promise you don't want to be dating a project. Okay. If they talk about really nice things like Alan did, that's great. Then they're a keeper. So that's someone you can keep. Not like you have to marry or anything, but there's someone that you can continue to date and see, if y'all are a match or not, right? But this is a really quick, like I said, quick date sort hack that can just cut things off just really quick. You can just know something about a person really quick so you can cut your losses on things, right? You don't have to suffer and suffer and suffer with this person trying to help make them feel better. You can't make anyone. I'm going to tell you something. You cannot change anybody. You cannot make anyone feel happy. They have to do it for themselves. Okay? So if they are still upset and angry about their childhood, they still got a lot of growing up or like releasing of anger and stuff like that to do. So you don't want that. Okay? And this is how they're going to show up in relationships. So you don't want to deal with that as someone who is not like that, right? You want to be someone, you want to be like-minded, like-hearted, sorry, right? So, but here's what I'm going to say about that a little bit too. Well, Alan, we see it's all happening good, so that's good. My quick question to you is, how would you answer that question? Now, I liked what Alan said. That was awesome. But how would you answer that question? Maybe you, oops, what's wrong there? How would you answer that question? Hopefully, of course, now you know what the right answer is. So of course you're going to say it right. But just try to be honest. If somebody asks you that, what would be the first thing that popped into your head? Remember that little chatter? what would that first thing say? What would you probably normally say if you hadn't taken this course? This challenge, right? Just consider it. What would you say? So that's a lot of what I do in my coaching is I really look at, that's my big thing is I've taken a lot of courses that you saw. I've taken lots of training so I can help you identify some of these limiting beliefs, the things that hold you back from moving forward in your love life, from having the fullest expression of what you want in your life. I forgot to put testimonials in here again. But so one guy, just trying to, there's somebody, I'm trying to think of the one guy in particular I'm trying to think about. But yeah, there's several guys that not only, and women, that not only found the person, right, their like-hearted, like-minded person, but they also changed careers from working with me and became happier. And that's when they became when they come in alignment with who they are, then all kinds of miracles and things start to happen. So a benefit, like a side effect of working with me is you will possibly change careers, or your money will explode, or who knows what's going to happen. That's what happened with this one guy. I'm going to look at his name all of a sudden. See his face. Anyways, he was my lawyer. Oh, David. He was my lawyer for business, and I think he was in one of the other ones, in one of my first ones. I think he was a lawyer. He was a lawyer, and he wasn't making any money. I helped him get in alignment with himself, but still being himself, but at least looking professional. Started getting lots of clients. In fact, he got so many clients, he started his own lawyer attorney firm, whatever, his own firm. He was doing very well. But like I told you, I worked with him on his mojo vibe, and he was super funny. And I said, you should go into stand-up comedian or something. He ended up going into improv, became an actor, and now he's an actor and a writer. And he changed careers, and he's super happy. He got married and everything. Everything's like super fabulous with him. So that's what I'm talking about. So different things are going to happen for you. You're going to look at yourself. You're going to look at where did that conversation start? That limiting belief conversation, that chatter, where did that start? And you can just release it and let it go. And I have techniques to do that. So that's the big thing is uncovering those. So then you can creating what you want. And for me, the context is usually, of course, the relationship that you want with your like-hearted partner, right? So that's really that's what my mission is here on earth to do, okay? Is to connect people. And how we're going to connect people is to have people get over their trauma and their upsets in life so that they can connect with each other. That's all we really want to do is love and be loved, right? Let's do that, okay? So I want to talk about my Magnetize Your Match program. So I mentioned a little bit last night, but today I'm going to, I forgot to put the second slide on. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, I'll go over here and look at something else at the website. So the cart is open now. You can actually buy this now if you like. It'll be opened, through Wednesday. So we're going to start the program. I guess I should put. So I'm going to have all the details tomorrow. Tomorrow is my day where I talk about everything about this program in detail. Okay, I'm going to go through it still here, so you know what you're going to be getting. But you're going to be getting a one-on-one custom 2-hour coaching session with me to kickstart this next chapter of your life with your dating game plan. The dating game plan. So we're going to be talking just about you. There's a lot of those limiting beliefs, things that happen in your childhood. We spend a whole hour on just that. The rest of it, we're going to be looking at, again, your mojo vibe, but we're reviewing that again with you. If you're not, maybe now I get to actually interact with you and get that going. We'll look at the kind of woman you want, where she would be, and the image. I think I talked about that a lot yesterday. Now, we're going to get a physical plan you can take and you can go implement on your own. But of course, you're going to be implementing this with me. That's what's great, is that I'm going to be working with you from the beginning on a plan to put into action to implement. Okay. So that's what comes next, is the weekly implementation and QA labs. So you're going to work with me on your love life fundamentals, like your confidence, Well, the love life fundamentals, your mojo vibe, the kind of person you want, things like that. We're going to, of course, work on confidence, on your online dating and offline dating. So your profile, conversations, connecting kind of techniques, and mindset. All of that will be done in the implementation Q&A labs. Okay, there can be 2 of those a week. Then once a week, whoops, dots didn't work out quite as I thought. You're going to have a weekly personal accountability coaching. Okay, well, weekly personal accountability coaching also once a week, where we're going to weekly come and check in to make sure you're staying on track to hit your love life. So it's not just you go do this and I'll talk to you about this and la la la. It's making sure, like, I'm going to be continually seeing where you are and what you need to do next. Instead of just me giving some cool advice here and cool advice there, and oh, you can do this here, do that. I'm going to be knowing what you're doing and what's next for you, because we're going to be using a Trello board, putting the tasks from your dating game plan into Trello and making sure you're doing the next thing needs to be done. Right? It's not just kind of hit and miss all over the place. It's not, no, we have a plan. We're moving forward with that plan, making sure might need to adjust the plan. That's fine. We'll adjust it, but I know what you just finished and what you're doing next, right? The next is a monthly personalized hot seat session. So this is something I'm kind of excited about. I created new for this particular course. So once a month, I'm going to have, like on a weekend, I'm going to have hot seat sessions where we're going to either maybe, and in fact, I'll ask you what you want. Okay. What do you want? What would you like me to talk about? What do you need help on? And we'll have hot seat sessions where you can get online on a Zoom call with me, and we'll either go through your online dating profile. We'll either talk about the last date that happened and what you could do next. Look at maybe some conversations you're having online. I mean, just all kinds of fun stuff that we could do, okay? Hot seat sessions, okay? So we're gonna have, so this is a 3-month program, by the way. So we'll have 3 of these, so monthly, okay? And then you're gonna have a private members group for, of course, Facebook group for the community support, networking, for asking questions and sharing wins between the calls. Then you will get your questions answered within 24 hours. Okay, so I'll be monitoring that group just like I'm kind of monitoring this one, right? And you can ask questions there and get them answered. Now, you can have 3 days a week, you're going to be able to talk to me. but still, if you've got something during the week, put them in there and I'll answer them for you. Then you're going to have lifetime access to the library of step-by-step trainings. So kind of like this is a training, I'll be providing training. So all the stuff kind of following through what you need to do is like, I've got a step-by-step plan, and a step-by-step, like I have a flow chart sort of, of course, those are my geeks, but I have this process that I take you through to get you basically the month number 1, and I'll go more into depth tomorrow. Month number 1 is really about getting you clear on who you want to be, on releasing any of those blocks, any of those things getting in your way, so you can be fully who you want to be. And then you got to know who you want to be with, right? So you got to understand that. So it's like the pre-work, the pre-dating stuff. Before you get out there and date, you got some things to release, to uncover, to discover, to tweak. Your image needs a little bit of tweaking to be in alignment with who you say you are now. Things like that. So that's the first month, okay? The second month is more about getting out there. Now that we've uncovered things, discovered things about you, tweak some things, now we're going to go out there. That new you is going to go out there. That's where you're going to start working on your confidence, getting out there in the field. I'll be saying, okay, let's go do this. I'll be giving you assignments to go do, and I'll be there to support you. What happened last week? How'd it go? Oh, this happened. That's okay. Well, that's fine. We'll do this next time. Or blah, blah, blah. So just whatever it is, any kind of mindset, coaching you might need. Something comes up, you need help. I'll be there for you to help you keep moving forward. So the second month, again, is about getting out there on the playing field, interacting with men, women, interacting with men, actually being on the court in your love life, okay? And then working with you through that process. The third month, you'll still be dating, but maybe you'll be dating a few people and you go, I really like this one person. I think I want to actually be in a committed relationship with that person. Dating for about a month or 2. I think I'd like to convert them, or like just to kind of move toward a more serious dating scenario with them. So I'll help you with that. How do you convert them to a girlfriend? How do you get that guy to say, yeah, I'm ready to commit, you know? So those kind of conversations, those kinds of interactions. That's what we're helping with you in the third month. Okay. So again, you're going to have lifetime access to all the trainings that I do. So I'm going to keep adding new stuff all the time. Like this thing that I just did with the anchoring. I learned that this last year in NLP, my NLP training for becoming a master practitioner. I'm going to be taking some trainer's training for that. And the end of this year, I'm always constantly learning. I'm getting ready to do some mindset hack things or magnetic mindset stuff. I'm going to be learning that. Anything I learn, I will be adding it to that training. So you will be the one. You don't have to take other classes. I'll take them and I'll apply them and I'll show you what to do. Okay. Also, you're going to get worksheets, kind of like what you just had here. You had a worksheet. I have much more extensive worksheets that really dig deep and really have you see things about yourself. I have resources, just, I'll say, hey, go here to get this or go here to get that to help you with your love life. It could be clothes or places to go, to get clothes, to get help with that. It could be like I just recently got some, what do you call it? Essential oils. Those can make you feel sexy. Talking about feeling sexy. Smell some of that, put that on you. Ooh, you feel sexy already. Just little different kinds of things to help you move forward with your love life. Templates. I have templates on what to say in certain situations for both men and women. So all that kind of stuff. Again, it's going to fast track your results. And it's true. You could do this all on your own. You could totally do this, and it could take a while. But what I'm here for is to fast track this for you, to be there to support you, to have your back. Okay. So, are there any questions any questions about your homework? I want to show you real quick okay. I do want to show you here somewhere. Here it is. I want to show you the site so you can see. There it is. Okay. Awesome. Oh, yeah, I guess I could. Okay, so so let's just finish off this and I'll show you the rest. Any questions? Go ahead and post them in and I'll answer them at the very end. But any questions about the assignments? Again, post them in the comments of this live stream post or just somewhere in the challenge group. And then tomorrow, we're going to go behind the scenes of Magnetize Your Match program. So I'm going to take you through everything you will be getting and doing in the program. So I kind of talked about it. I'm going to actually show you what you're going to be getting. I'm going to show you those Trello boards. I'm going to show you the training stuff, all that stuff. I'm going to show you behind the scenes, okay? You can ask me questions, anything about that program. Oh, okay. So here's what I want to show you. Okay, so like I said, this is a $12,100. If you add them all together, probably should have. Anyways, $12,100. It's what if you add these all together, this is what the value is. Just add those together. But I forgot about this. I forgot. I've got some bonuses. If you pay in full, you get additional one-on-one coaching session with me to work on whatever you want, and you can use it whenever you want. Okay, so whenever and whatever and whenever. Okay, so you get the 2 hours initial coaching one-on-one, but this gets additional 1 hour session with me. You can even break it up into 2 30-minute sessions if you want. We can talk about whatever you want. You can do some breakthrough work. Sorry. Then, not only that, but you get $500 off when you pay in full. Okay, so if you pay in full, you get that and this. Then, you're also going to, if you get it by Wednesday, of course, you're going to get I'm going to package these up in a nice way in just these recordings, and you're going to get these slides. Okay, the slides and the recordings as well. Okay, so if you look at all that value, it's 13,100. Okay, so that's 1,000 plus 12. So today and through Wednesday, of course, this is if you're looking at this, but for today, it's $2,300, or you can pay 4 payments. I'm trying to make this really affordable for people. Okay, so or 4 payments of $700. So that's basically $2,800 total. So that's where you get the $500 off if you pay in full. So pay in full is this, or you can make 4 payments of $700. Okay, so you can go to this page. I'm going to put it. It's not like a Zoom. You can just put this in here. I'm going to put the page in this here, I'm going to put it in here so you can have it and you can start looking at it, mulling it over. Here. I can't really find where I am right this minute. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to put it right here. I'm going to create a post. And it's the magnetize your program. I'm going to put that in there right now. And then you can post it right now. It's in the group. It's the first, or should be the first post. I'll put it an announcement so it'll be easy, hopefully, to find. Mark as announcement. And is there a way? I can't move the top. Okay, it's in announcements now. So I put the URL to this page there. You can see testimonials. Now, I used to just do men, as you can see here, but I also have coached women as well over the years as well. Back when I first started doing this, like over 15 years ago, I coached both men and women and had fun workshops where they get to go on dates with each other and give each other feedback, all sorts of fun stuff. So, so you can look this over. Kind of what you'll accomplish. This is what I said. We're going to do pre-dating inner work. Then you're going to start magnetizing dates. You're going to consciously create an authentic relationships. That's what you're going to be doing in 3 months. Okay. So this gives you some more information. So you can look that over. And then tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be walking you through it and kind of showing you what it's going to look like behind the scenes, like look at the Trello boards, some past Trello boards, so you can look at what I've done with my clients in the past, things like that. So I'll be walking you through all of it tomorrow. And then I guess I should go ahead and announce. Let's see. Let me go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go ahead and announce the winner. I think we only have one winner at the moment. So the winner, let me go ahead and get me just here. The winner of the day 4. Let me go back to that slide real quick. That's a good slide. I should have had it in here. Okay. So let me share the screen real quick again. Share screen. Okay, here it is. Okay, day 3. Okay. So what's really cool is I'm going to kind of walk you through the bonus days. Bonus sessions. Okay. So tomorrow is behind the scenes of the program. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through that tomorrow. Sunday is the hot seat profile review. So looks like, Alan, you have definitely won. So what that means, though, is I want you to go ahead and update your online dating profile. If you don't have one, go find a place that you would like to create an online dating profile and just follow what assignments that you did this weekend. You have basically 2 days, really, because you have all day tomorrow and Saturday, and you have Sunday also until 8 o'clock. So you can update or create an online dating profile based on kind of what we said to do. You can even get your friends to go take some pictures of you tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday. Maybe just do your online dating profile writing tomorrow, looking through that plan that you created, update the text or create text for a new profile. And then on Sunday, ask a friend during the day. Of course, not at noon, more like, I don't know where you live, but I would say do it around, well, okay, so I live in Central Time. So I would say like 5 or 6 Central Time is the best time to do it. Probably, well, I guess everybody's relative. So I'd say between 5 and 6, anybody's time, if you're in America at least, is the best time to do that, to get those pictures taken. So I would do that right before, and then maybe slap them on real quick. So 6, yeah. So by 6, 6 or 7, you should be done and be able to come back and be able on the call, okay? And even if you don't have them in your online dating profile, just be able to show me those pictures, And again, this will be a Zoom call. I'll be sending out the Zoom link to everyone, and everyone can attend, but he will be the one in the hot seat, okay? And then next, on Monday, on the 17th, I'm going to be just available for y'all. Q&A, a live Q&A. So you will come on here and you just ask me questions, and I'll answer your questions about online dating profile, okay? Then Tuesday, you want to come back because I have an upgrade your attractor factor. It's all about your image, your style, things that you can do to upgrade your attractor factor, okay? I think I'll even throw in a listing thing. That's a big attractor factor. It's not just image, it's other things too. So make sure you come back. All the rest of the days, these are bonus days that you get also to take advantage of this opportunity to get some free coaching and all that kind of stuff. So again, if you're listening to this #replay, and you can still go through days 1 through 5 and still get your online dating. I mean, if you want to just do 1 through 3, you can get your online dating profile in those 3 days. But the mindset hacks and the commitment stuff is really good information as well. And then you come back on Monday and I can help you. Now, again, I should put this on here, but remember Wednesday night, everything's coming down. So this is your opportunity for me to help you with your online dating profile, okay? So let's go ahead and stop the share screen. Okay, well, anyways, I didn't realize I talked so long. Oh my gosh, I thought this would be short. These were longer. I hope you enjoyed today and learned some cool, fun tricks and hacks that you're going to start applying in your dating life. So again, I'll see y'all tomorrow, 8 o'clock. I think it'll be relatively short tomorrow, but I want to take you behind the scenes of what you're going to get and how it's going to go. And you can ask me any questions about the program at that time, because mostly we've been talking about the content, right? So tomorrow is all about asking me about the program and any questions you may have, so you can be clear on if this is something you want to do and have me help you. Okay? Okay, well, thank you again for being here on a Friday night. You still have time to go play and have fun and try out these techniques on, I know some of this is offline dating stuff, but start updating your online dating profile now. Why not do it now? Okay. And Alan, make sure you're there on Sunday. Hopefully you can make it. If you can, then I'll be sending out, kind of pinging you to make sure you're set to go for Sunday. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much. You have a great rest of your Friday evening. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see all of y'all tomorrow and definitely on Sunday for those of you that want to get the online dating profile review. Okay, y'all take care. Bye-bye.